We're just on our way to Fedrapur Sikri. We just came from Agra, so we're heading north, and we're going to be going to Jaipur this afternoon. But I had to stop and just talk about this wall that's here. You know, when you look at it, it was meant to do one thing, and that was to keep people out, because over the centuries, so many different dynasties tried to take over here in India. And these walled cities are very common throughout India. In just a few moments, we're going to meet our guide, Hamid, and we're going to be going into the royal city. And you're going to see some beautiful palaces. So there's so many sights to see, no matter where you travel to across India. Now, tell me a little bit about the actual palace here. What actually happened in all the different areas?
The thing is that the hall of public audience is that, which you have been over there. Yeah. And the hall of private audience is that. And then the seat for the astrologer is over there. Then there is a building is known as treasury where they keep the money. The building which you are looking on this side, this is called 5-story building. And this is the place where the king used to go up there with his wife to get the fresh air.
Now, I understand that it was deserted after a short time. After he spent all the money, you said 12 years to build it, have it built, and then they weren't here very long.
You are absolutely right. 1570 he started to build this place, and 1582 all the buildings were completed. So 12 years time, and 1586 he left the city, because this is written by the historian, there was not enough water. Wow. And due to the lack of the water, he changed his capital from here to Lahore to Pakistan.
Oh, nice one. Hope it stays on. It's another good sized trout. Don't know if it's a rainbow or a brown yet. If you look down in this pool, you can see the fish fighting. See the beautiful colors on this fish out of the middle of that deep pool. I'm going to get him back to my landing spot. There's only so many places here where I can land the fish. And got to get him around the boulders. Come on. Nice brown. And back down here. This is where you can't rush it. You got to make sure you plant every foot on the right spot. This is actually good because the fish is going to get fought out this way. Okay, easy does it. This is actually a nice landing spot. Look at how beautiful this fish looks. Just going to swing him in here. Just going to grab that lure so you can see this fish. Isn't that beautiful? Can you see the beautiful halos around those orange and black spots? Nice white belly. Look at the detail, the little white leading edge on every fin, almost like a brook trout. What a gorgeous brown. I'm just going to hold him by the mouth because he's got little teeth, and I'm going to try to carefully take the hooks out without my hemostat. These are very sharp VMC hooks, so they come out nicely. Isn't that pretty? Right here from the Lumberdug River. We're in the Himalayas in northern India, and if you didn't know it, this is a world-class trout fishery. To get the most out of your fishing experience, you should be using the right fishing outfit for the type of fishing that you're doing. For example, I'm using an ultralight rod that's been designed for trout fishing. It's perfectly balanced. I have it on my pinky, and I can fish with this all day. It feels like a wand in your hand. And when a fish hits, you feel everything, and when you fight it, you get the most enjoyment out of it. This particular rod is made by Rapala, and it's part of their classic trout series. If I rotate it, you will see the specs. So it's rated for line from 2 to 6 pound test. The line that I have on this reel is Suffix 100% castable fluorocarbon 4-pound test. And you can see that the spool is pretty full because the lures I'm casting are very light, anywhere from 1/16 to 1/8 ounce. And the reel matches the rod. This would be called an ultralight reel. So the whole outfit is ultralight. You don't really need more than 4-pound test. Even if I get a large trout up to 7 pounds, I'm just going to have to do some rock hopping and be very careful if the trout wants to go downstream in the current.
Fisher girl! Catch the passion!
Now, I know, Amy, that you love to tournament fish for a variety of fish, but do you ever ice fish?
Yeah, I fish for pike and pickerel.
Good. Do you ever use a spinning outfit like this?
Yeah.
good. Well, why don't you tell the viewers about the Mermaid ice fishing combo, because it's really neat, especially for girls or young ladies. Not just the color, but it's very functional too.
Yeah, it's got the front drag, the anti-reverse lock, an adjustable like reel where you can move it either up or down.
You know, there's a big difference between using a tip-up and an actual ice fishing combo when you're fishing, especially if you're jigging. If you're using live bait and just sitting there, probably tip-up is fine. But it's really nice to use a spinning rod so you can actually lower your line down or bring it up and adjust it very quickly. And when you do get a fish on, you've got the drag that engages, especially if it's a bigger one. So it just adds to your fishing fun.